Welcome to Curriculum Night with 6th grade social studies. My name is Rebecca McDougall and I'm going to be your child's teacher this year. I have been teaching in the Minnetonka School District since 1990, teaching at MME with 6th graders since 1997, and I will be teaching world history and Minnesota history for your student this year. This is my family. We live in the district and I'm a community member, and my kids also go to Minnetonka Public Schools. We love it here. When your kids come into the classroom, the assignments will be posted on the assignment board, and they of course will also be in Schoology, which your child will access through their iPad. Kids are graded the same way they are graded in the other 6th grade classes. Tests and quizzes and projects are worth 70% of their grade, and daily work is about 30% of their grade. If you ever would like to contact me, the best way to reach me is via email. And if you could just note that I have an H at the end of my name here, it might be easier to know that when you are sending me an email. There will not be a significant amount of homework in social studies this year. We will have some tests and projects that they will be studying for, but it will not be as much as you might find in some other classes. We'll ask students to record their information for what they're doing in their student planner and in their iPad planner. And if they have late work, based on our Minnetonka grading policy, it can only be given 50% credit if it's turned in late. There's a 2-week deadline for credit, and if it's not completed within its entirety by the start of class, it is considered late. Daily work is pretty much done in class. We are very busy during our time here. Notes and materials and study guides sometimes need to be taken home to finish up if they are not done in class. And there's a homework piece or two that I will assign every week, as well as chapter quizzes and tests that occur routinely. If your child is absent, there are a few things that they should do. First of all, check Schoology, because things will be posted routinely, including PDFs or homework assignments. They should let me know at the start of class that they were absent yesterday or that they're going to be absent, or talk to me during advisory time. And kids are given 2 days for each day they are absent to turn in their late work. So if somebody was absent on a Wednesday and they come back on Thursday, they still have one more night to make up their homework, and it is due on Friday. We have lots of ways of giving your child some extra homework help if it's needed. The things are listed here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, we have paras available in the Media Center to assist kids with assignments. Thursday mornings, our teachers are reserving that time so that we can be available to answer questions for your child. During advisory, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we try to have some time set aside for homework and the opportunity to perhaps go talk to a teacher. And then after school daily in the Media Center until 5 o'clock, there's a para available, or a few paras to help kids as well. Once a week, we will have a stop day, which is a study hall. It rotates between the classes, so it's not always in science or not always in social studies. And students are able to bring all of their schoolwork and do any schoolwork during that period. I'd like to talk a little bit about our curriculum that we'll be looking at this year. The ancient world is a lot of fun. We'll start our year talking about early humans and the Far East and what really makes a civilization. We will focus on Mesopotamia as we look at these different factors. One of our stops will be in ancient Egypt, and we will be riding a felucca, or an Egyptian sailboat, to visit some of our places. So we'll get into a sailboat here in the classroom and actually make some stops at different monuments, visiting pharaohs, and learning about the different kingdoms. Students will also be able to perform their knowledge through skits later on as they learn about different social classes in ancient Egypt. When we visit ancient China, we will look at the 3 different philosophies of Confucianism, Taoism, and legalism. We will spend some time writing a 5-paragraph essay on the geography of ancient China, and we will create Silk Road game boards as well as a wanted or commemorative poster focused on the first emperor of China. When we arrive in ancient Greece, we will research the Persian Wars. We will focus on the differences between the city-states of Athens and Sparta, and students will have a debate which is the better city-state to live as a person their age, their gender, of ancient times in ancient Greece. We will close out our ancient world study in ancient Rome, and we will look at ancient Rome through the eyes of a Roman teenager. We'll shift into Minnesota history at that point and look at the newcomers to Minnesota, Civil War, and the U.S.-Dakota War of 1862. We will also spend a little time discussing the main industries of flour, lumber, and iron. And then we'll also have some global issues that we'll focus on. Water is a focus throughout all of our study, and we will do a Haiti Walk for Water in May. Our focus on the need for clean water has affected humans during ancient times, our present time, and will affect our future. As we talk about these things, sixth graders want to do something about this issue, so we've created an action plan, and we hope to purchase the installation of a water well for a community in the Central Plateau of Haiti. In order to raise money, students choose to run laps on our trail, hoping to get some sponsors, or sometimes they sell lemonade or arts and crafts to others that are in the school. It's a great festival of a day, and kids are raising money for a great cause. Okay, when kids come into the classroom and we're about to start our lessons, we'll start with a guiding question, and we'll talk about it as a large group, and then we'll probably do some reading, and we'll then shift into something maybe a little more physical, like maybe acting out different things, simulations, creating film that goes along with the study that we're talking about, reacting to different pictures, and listening to different music from different regions so that we really feel like we're a part of that civilization. Here's an example. After studying ancient China, we will create game boards that deal with what it was like to trade along the Silk Road. And another one, ancient Greece. After studying the differences between Athens and Sparta, kids will debate which would be a better place to live if they were a child, a boy or girl in that one of those regions. Our online textbook and our hardcover textbook act as background material, and you can access the online book through an iPad or a computer. And oftentimes we'll have a packet where we do most of our daily work, but sometimes that packet will be on a PDF on the iPad, and they'll work right on the iPad. I really love this TCI curriculum that we use. Students are able to think like historians. They do memorable classroom activities where they're interacting with one another, with technology, in groups, in small partners. Lots of reading is happening here and lots of writing. And it's really a very socially active class to be involved in. An example of something we might do is while studying different forms of government, our students will participate looking at the different forms of monarchy and oligarchy, tyranny and democracy, by selecting music and being able to make decisions about what is played in class based on the leader of the time. Our online textbook is very easy to access. Students are able to look at the textbook, see the main ideas. The textbook can be read aloud. It can be read in Spanish. You can add notes. It's really interactive. Here's an example where the main ideas are highlighted if you push that button. Another thing that kids are going to probably use pretty frequently is a game that comes at the end of each chapter where they're able to answer different questions in preparing for a quiz or a test. I'm really looking forward to teaching your children this year. Again, if you need to reach me for anything, my email is the best way to reach me, and I look forward to a great year ahead. Thanks for coming.